Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Hello, welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. This is episode 0xeb. It's Ebony B. This is the Dragonchain Update show. Reminder, nothing on the show is financial advice. And stay tuned after the main updates for the weekly AMA. First up on Dragonchain Updates. Here, let's put this up. Last week's distribution of the Super Happy Dragon Lucky governance lot. 1,100 lot were created last week. There were 3 questions for 183 lot. No featured posts. Host received 183 lot. Dragonchain received 367 lot. So you can use those. If you asked a question last week, you can use those questions to suggest changes to the show, various things that might be useful. Who knows? And you get free edits in the Dragonchain layer and stuff like that. Next, another update for Dragonchain. We have an interview airing today, an interview with Larry Sanger, the founder of Wikipedia. It airs today at 2 p.m. Eastern in the US. That's just in a few hours. It's a little bit right after the Roundtable show. So if you're on the Roundtable, we'll remind you then, give you full time updates and everything else. It was a really good discussion. It was informal. It wasn't actually even a part of Super Happy Dragon Lucky or Roundtable, so there's not even any titling on it. It's just a simple interview. So watch it. It's useful, and it had even some Dragonchain related stuff in it. It's pretty interesting. He's a good guy. So next we'll go to Den.Social updates. The February. I think I have it here. Yes, the February 2024 proposal phase is now live. It runs for 1 week. It'll end on Tuesday, I guess. All proposals should be entered by next Monday, February 12th. Make sure that your layer proposal is not a duplicate. There are a lot out there already. And the commitment phase will start next Tuesday, February 13 at 1000 Eastern, 1500 UTC. And get in there. It's worthwhile doing. And it's a cool graphic too. I can't remember who posted that. Let's see if it says. Let's see if it says. Dayrox, of course. Dayrox, awesome. So from Amazing Views. So thanks a bunch. And let's see here. Coffee with Den is still on hold. And speaking of governance issues for this show, should we stop announcing that it's on hold? We should ask Dave. I don't know if he intends to bring it back or if he's just waiting for a few things to settle down with the move. So anyway, things take a while. It's all good. Next, DinDAO updates. So there is a DinDAO call today, which is every other week, and it is at 17:30 Eastern, 22:30 UTC. and get in there. And there is a standard agenda, but if you want anything added to the agenda, please do make a comment. And so there are already a few in there. Vote on those comments. I'm going to go vote on them, of course, after this is over. And next we go to World Blockchain Roundtable. So last week was Peace on Earth and Goodwill Toward Men Through Blockchain, episode 141. The more viewers it gets the first week, the more all the participants will get. It was actually a really good show. Really good discussion. There were a lot of really good questions. So go watch that if you can, share it. And this week, today, in a little less than an hour, at 1100 Eastern, 1600 UTC, is episode 142 of the World Blockchain Roundtable. The topic is government manipulation of the cryptocurrency market. So get in there, leave some questions. I think, okay, yep, there already are a few questions. Also some new people, which is great. And vote those questions up or down so that they get ranked accordingly for the show. And everybody who gets a question on gets credit with some amount of governance for the show. So interesting stuff. Should be fun. So we're going to pull over the AMA questions and make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, it's Ebony B. So while I refresh this live, make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. And let's go down and hit the first question. Okay, so Kratos, God of Boy. All right, let's see here. Okay, he shows something from Etherscan. I can't believe I never noticed this, but there's one wallet that holds 50 million Dragon and hasn't been touched since Dragonchain was created. Any idea who this belongs to? VCs, devs? It's the company's wallet, yeah, it's not been touched. It was placed there and not touched for, at all yet. And, essentially we do use it for time on the system to help us, helps be able to afford to run things like Eternal and Den.Social, because as you all know, every single transaction on all those systems is on Dragonchain, on their own blockchains. In fact, Eternal has its own blockchain, Den has its own blockchain, and all of them are secured to, Bitcoin, Ether, and I think Binance still. So they're all there, and that the time is, because you can imagine, you could look up that address on the time, the time chart where you enter an address in. And it's probably the top ranking address in time. It might not be the top, but probably I think it probably is. It has billions of time anyway. So interesting stuff. Great question. Thank you very much. Next, Dragon Knight. Okay, yes, I believe that's one of the Dragon Company's original wallets. Very good. Okay, next, I am for I am. Din question. What are your thoughts if a meme coin was created that had both matter and lore rewards with the primary purpose to market Den.Social? This token would also have number go up characteristic to attract adoption, price growth, and ultimately new denizens. No comment on any of that on anything related to investments, of course, but whatever. It's an awesome question. It's an awesome idea. And I guess what are my thoughts? I would be excited about that. It would be pretty cool. Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe that would be a good subject for the Den DAO call today, right? The meeting. So if you don't bring it up on that, if you're not there, I'll try to bring it up. It would be, I can also think of some super interesting things that could be added to it that could make it more fun, right? So, note the matter and lore tokens for rewards will be donated from denizens and would not come from the Den wallet. That's true. I mean, it could be something where it's something is donated by Den or by one of the team members. I have a lot of matter. I have a lot of lore. I would allot a lot. I would definitely consider putting some of that in there. It'd be pretty fun. By the way, who is that picture? What is that picture? Very, very familiar looking, right? But I can't quite place it. Anyway, totally would be interested. Let's talk about it today. It'd be a good reason for everybody to join the call, right? Let's see here. Bader, hello. Is there any plan for tokenization of time at the moment? And congratulations for your decade anniversary. So interesting thing, when I first read this, I was like, decade. I was like, I guess so. We started the project. We started the project at Disney in 2014. Is that really right? That sounds so crazy, doesn't it? 2014, and it's 2024 now. So this October will be the decade. That's crazy. Or I think it's October. I'd have to look when I started at Disney, but it might have been October also. So anyway, maybe that's some magic month for us. Either way, it is the year of the dragon, the decade anniversary. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? So tokenization of time at the moment. I will tell you that I have had numerous talks with various people, mostly brainstorming with no commitment to do anything, but just to see what would be possible. And mostly it wasn't what some bad people who might or might not be literal demons might think about what we were discussing, but it is more I guess focused on solving known small issues that people might have. One of the big ones is the fact that if I have a wallet, like let's say that 50 million Dragon wallet, it has a radical amount of time. It has more time than we could possibly use, right? Now, on the one hand, you have to make sure that the economics of, and when I say economics, I don't even mean monetary. I mean just the ability to use the time that comes from having those dragons. We cannot sacrifice the security behind that you have to wait to get the time. But the issue is that you can't break it apart. Like, if somebody else needed time, I couldn't even loan it to them, right? I mean, I'd have to, give them the wallet. I'd have to somehow work with them to claim the wallet so they could use it, but then I couldn't use that. So that's a known issue, and there are some potential things, and how do I say, some very interesting ways that could be solved, including with the tokenization of time, and that could come in with doing something with the dragon that would be exciting as well, but used after all of these years to solve some known problems out there, and to help make the world a better place. So there are no plans for sure, but there are lots of ideas, and I'm an engineer. I'm a software guy. We're always open to new ideas and things that could improve the systems, and improve the lives of our users, right? So it's all good. And yes, and welcome, Curtis, to Zerbrug, and thanks for the congratulations. Some of it we don't know where it comes from, but sometimes it's interesting because the world is long overdue for some of the things that we've been doing. So that's all the AMA. Let's see here. But we do have this week, first time for a while, we have a featured post, which is by Jason the Great, who's been in the community for a super long time. And he has been doing this 300 posts. He's intending to put up 300 posts this year filled with Dragonchain info. I'm wondering, and AI art, a lot of which is really pretty, very cool looking dragons and stuff. So there have been 30 or 31 so far as of right now, unless I missed one this morning. And if you can, go and look at this post. You know, so you can see I voted it up 17,000 energy yesterday. I should probably thrown all of my energy into it. But anyway, great and amazing posts. And I wish there were little pictures of them all here because they're very pretty. You know, I'll just go to one of them here, and you can see that it's, you know, very, very pretty dragons, and, you know, all types of, if you look at this one, you know, so very cool stuff. And we are, how do I say, very thankful to Jason for doing this, because it's actually bringing a lot of attention in, and especially between him and the NYC people. That, I mean, there are so many people now posting about what I like to see is the legitimate use cases, the technology that Dragonchain has introduced to the world, and how it actually works. And, you know, there are more things coming, by the way, that I think are going to probably explode some of that interest in the coming months, because, you know, we have a couple of projects that are rolling out with different people. We have an independent project that is super interesting. It's very, like I've said this before, it's probably the greatest project I've ever worked on, or at least the greatest work I've ever done is being done on this project. Hopefully we can get it out in the next few months. So we're on track. Things are moving forward. It's moving fast, and it's an amazing project. I think it'll blow your mind. So that stuff is coming. And in the meantime, so that's all of the content for today. But in closing, make sure that you go, and I'm going to pull them up here. Go to the Dragonchain store, the merch site, Dragonchain.store, and buy some stuff. There, you know, there are Bitcoin mugs. There's you know, there's the good old Dragonchain family crest mug. It's all good stuff. And also, if you are so inclined, if you have any ability at all, please give to the legal fund. You can go and you can essentially do a one-time donation. You can do a recurring donation with Visa Pay, Alipay, with you know, credit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and you can also, very importantly, donate with any crypto. We have a bunch listed, and there is also how do I say this? There's also there's also the ability, there's a form on there to request to donate with a different crypto that we don't have listed. And if you look, the signature, and I do recommend, before you give money, especially on the crypto side, don't just click on the address, copy it, and paste it in and send. Please make sure that you check the signature, which is down at the bottom of the page, which essentially proves that you're looking at the right page, that it wasn't hacked or anything before you send in any donation. So it's all good stuff. And that's everything. So make sure that you watch World Blockchain Roundtable today in about 40 minutes, and follow Dragonchain, follow Real Denizens, which is Den.Social, and follow me, Jojo Rowe with zeros, on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Den.Social. And I think that's everything. So I'm going to find here, I'm going to figure out what we want to play on the way out. I had it up here and now I don't. So sorry, this is a little loose here. Come on, where's it at? Well, I'll just play. Oh, there it is. I got it. See you next week.
Because that gold will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.